Hello there, this is Sorvesteon coming to you from Riders of Icarus with another taming guide, this time for Trutan. So, Trutan is a 2-star elite mount that you can get in the game. He is part of the Goldilocks collection, and therefore you need to tame him in order to grab this ground familiar skin lucky box reward. He is also a quest mob, and you will encounter him maybe when you hit around level 12 or 13, depending on how fast you've been progressing through the game. And you can find him in the Gilded Woods, just south of the Gilded Woods camp, and that's where you'll get the quest to actually go out and kill this guy. Now, because he's a quest mob, and because he's also part of the Goldilocks collection, he is a very popular mount. And he's also a very popular mob to kill, so you're going to have a lot of competition for this guy. And you can see, yeah, look at that. There's already people, like there's one guy down there, and there was another guy riding up there, and I don't see him at all, which means that they probably killed him. Oh, nope, there he is. Okay, there's Trutan. So, like I said, he is a very popular mob, and you might face a lot of competition for him. So it might be wise to use your ability to shift channels. Usually you can find him somewhere in one of the channels at least. But you can see, like, right down there, Mr. Kozuzu is killing Trutan, probably for his quest. And this is the area where you can find Trutan. He pats around here. Now, taming Trutan is very unique. He doesn't require any sort of item, which is typical for a lot of the other mounts in the game. Anytime you run into, these special 2-star mobs, they usually, with the book anyways, they require like some sort of item that you need to have. Whereas Trutan, he doesn't require an item. He requires you to jump off of this cliff that I'm standing on. And that requires a little bit of precision, some skill, and a little bit of luck. Because more often than not, I found that I kept missing. I mean, it is not easy to nail, jumping on to a moving mount's back. And he does stop under this cliff, but very briefly. It's only momentarily. You'll have like seconds to jump off and try and nail it. And no, you cannot go down and try and just mount him the normal way. The game will not let you. I have tried that, trust me. Instead, you're going to have to make the jump from this cliff, and you're going to have to just like perfectly nail it. And when I say perfectly nail it, I mean you literally have to manually aim yourself onto this bear's back. It's not like you can just jump down and the game is going to put you on his back. No, you need to make sure that you are like perfectly centered over top of him when you jump down, because otherwise you're just going to miss. And you're not going to jump on him, and he might turn around and attack you. But if he does, that's no problem. You can just run up to this cliff. Now let me get into my taming thing, and see, he stopped, and I'm just going to jump down, and wow! Perfect. And this will be no problem at all. Ooh. Now I have 2 of them. So how did I do that? I know, I made it look easy, but trust me, it took a lot of trial and error, and it took a lot of failed attempts to actually get that jump right. And it's not easy. a lot of it has to do with timing. There can be just like a quarter-second lag between the time you press spacebar and the time your character actually makes a jump. And because he stops for such a very short time, it's literally a moment. If your timing is off by even half a second, you won't land where you're trying to land. Trust me. Unless you have like zero latency. And if you're laggy, well, it's going to be even worse trying to get the jump right for this particular mount. Now, you can use this larger kind of rock outcropping. He stops directly below it, like literally directly below it. So you won't really need any forward momentum. I found it a little bit tricky because of where he stops. You literally have to be following as he comes to a stop. Because otherwise, like, by the time you reach the ground, he'll have already moved. The other way is you can use this kind of raised rock that I'm attempting to get onto. Yeah, there you go. You have to approach it from this angle. And here, you can actually see him when he's stopped, be in this little kind of like a V crevice or kind of wedge gap in the rocks, and you can actually kind of jump down on them from this angle as well. But because this rock outcropping doesn't stick out as far as that one, you will need to have a little bit of forward momentum, and that means it's going to be even a little bit tougher in my opinion, because you just need to get the timing perfect. And the jump itself isn't really all that particularly difficult. It's just the timing of the jump. Like, he positions himself right underneath this cliff so that you can basically jump down right on top of him. The timing, I think, is the most critical thing. And, being that you need to have the timing to within like a quarter second, that is obviously going to make it relatively difficult. So yeah, don't get discouraged or frustrated if you end up failing several times. And by several, I mean 7 or more, because I think it took me 10 tries before I actually got this down to the point where I could actually, sometimes make it work. So here comes Mr. Trutan. Let's see if I can make it work from this one. So he's gonna stop right around there, and coming down, and look at that, I nailed it. So it was, just the timing. The timing is the most important thing. And actually, I don't really want to tame him a third time, because I've already got 2 Trutans, so I'm just going to see if this will fail. Oh, it didn't. I ended up taming him a third time. Wow. 3 Trutans. I wonder if I can convert some of these guys, or maybe turn one of them into a pet or something. So that is how you tame Trutan in Riders of Icarus. This has been Sorvesteon. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel for more videos and more taming guides about Riders of Icarus. Until next time, heroes and adventures, take care and have fun.